Hello, everybody. This is Fernando for the latest Godzilla Podcast. Well, this is a bit of news that just appeared the other day, and this has to do with extreme speculation, so take this with a huge amount of salt. There is very little backing this up. In fact, this is coming straight from a Reddit post of all things. So, again, take this with a huge grain of salt. The only reason I mention it here is because there's always the chance that some of this could be true and that it could impact the Godzilla sequel. I don't think, though, this is going to happen, so that's why I'm not really believing it, but I always present it for you here so that way you can interpret it on yourself. And in this case, it has to do actually with a third party, which is the Thor sequel that's coming out in 2017, Thor Ragnarok, which should be the third film within the Thor franchise. And apparently Marvel is looking at a bunch of directors right now to try to have somebody helm that film. And according to the user, the anonymous user that was on that Reddit post, and I've included a link for it directly below, they said that Marvel is actually looking at Gareth Edwards, the Godzilla director, to helm this Thor Ragnarok film, and that the only reason they're not 100% backing up the choice of Gareth Edwards is because obviously he's a very busy man. He's got that little tiny film, something about Star Wars, that is being made sometime soon, and then he has also Godzilla that's going to be made right after that. So if we go by that belief that he is indeed being courted for the Thor Ragnarok film, which will be coming out in 2017, here's how the timeline has to go. The Star Wars film should come out sometime in 2016, his Star Wars film, I think. Because the other one, of course, is coming out earlier, the first one by Abrams, but his should come out about a year after that. And then the Thor film would come out in 2017, and then the Godzilla film would come out in 2018. So in order for all of that to work 100% in line, his schedule would have to be to the day, planned and perfect, so that nothing essentially overlaps each other. I have heard of producers, directors, actors, and so forth working on multiple films at the same time, but I believe it's kind of frowned upon. It's not something that a lot of people really want you to do because there's always the inevitable delays when it comes to shoots or when it comes to reshoots. And if you have stuff overlapping one another and something involves, for example, a reshoot, or it involves more work than one thought it was going to happen, then guess what? That impacts the next film, and that's why it's kind of frowned upon. I don't think this is going to happen. I think that this is just 100% not, well, probably fake. I mean, I don't know. This could be something where somebody heard some info somewhere, but it was wrong info, and that's how it was misinterpreted. But again, if we go by this Reddit user, they state that Gareth Edwards is being courted and is pretty much second in line for the Thor Ragnarok film. They also state that he himself is interested. They said both parties are interested. Both parties meaning Marvel and Gareth Edwards, because Marvel saw how well he did with Godzilla, a big, huge blockbuster film that perfectly balanced the human elements, and that's what they want for the Thor film. So again, take that with a huge grain of salt. I don't think it's going to happen. I think this is all just 100% made up. But yeah, if it does happen, then Gareth Edwards is going to be a very busy man. How this could impact Godzilla, I don't know. I don't think it will, obviously, but if it does, and there's the chance that he does get into Thor, then we are talking about a very tight schedule for the Godzilla film. Again, the original film took 4 years to make, just from start to finish. How he plans on having this done between 1 year time frame to another year time frame, who knows. But anyways, that's the news that I have here. So, alright, thanks again, everybody. Take care.